Well, after a hectic match day 1 for Marble Madness, something tells me that match day 2 here is going to be even better. Another brand new course, Marble Tower track, onto this Hot Wheels section, a jump straight away, and then a second jump onto this open track section. We got a nice little snaking path. Should be really interesting here, and we're going to get going with that upper left part of the bracket. You've seen all these marbles before. Each of them won their first round, and it's Avalanche versus Slenderman here. Ready to go. Avalanche, a bit of trouble entering, and Slenderman's going to hold the lead here as they go down onto this track. Slenderman's got the lead. Here comes Avalanche, getting back into this race, and right up on him now. Contact is made. He made it a little bit early. Slenderman's going to keep it going. Avalanche not giving up as they go down to this last section. Slenderman holding it and survives. Avalanche never giving up here. The champion of last season goes out in the round of 32. So you can't say he didn't go out trying. That was a tough race, and Slenderman had to give everything to hold on there. Now it's Banana Split and Prairie Grass. And here we go, it's Prairie Grass with the lead. Banana Split is right up on him again though. And Prairie Grass does get a solid gap, but here comes Banana Split. Making that gap lower and lower. And here he comes, trying to time up this move, and he's going to get around him. Into that turn, Banana Split takes the lead and won't give it back. He is into the Sweet 16. Prairie Grass is out. And this is why I love this track so much. So many opportunities for passes, and right there just shows one of my favorites. That is the spot you're going to have to look out for. Slimeball and Flame now. Green on orange, and Slimeball got a pretty sizable lead out this Marble Tower portion. We'll see if that comes up mattering in the late stages, as here comes Flame mounting a slight comeback. He's still pretty far in the back, and a little bit of contact with the walls as he comes out of that jump. Slimeball's going to hang on, and Slimeball is going to win the race. So we've got the 8, the 5, and the 3 seeds moving on so far. Nobody in the double digits yet, and it won't happen at all for this first bracket, as it's Blitz and Bumblebee. Here we go, Blitz got the lead, and he's got a pretty sizable one here. Had some good fortunes with Scorpion crashing out in front of him in the first round, but right now Bumblebee is not even in his zip code. It's Blitz, just got to keep it clean. Doesn't. Here comes Bumblebee. This is actually going to be pretty close if Blitz can't pick it up, but he does. And even though he had trouble with that turn, he still survives the race. As you see, really slow out of that gap, and Bumblebee seemed like he might have had a comeback at him, but he could not get it done. And Blitz hangs on for the victory. Close, but you're seeing how crazy this track is. It's not even obstacles, it's just gotta keep a clean racing line. On to the second section of the bracket. It's Patriot and Werewolf to open us up. And both of these marbles have had pretty successful careers in this tournament, as they both get stuck in there, have to be tapped out. And here's Patriot, who got the lead. Werewolf is going to be right back on him, but this is a massive lead out the gate. Werewolf trying to make a run at him and is really decreasing that gap quite well. But it's Patriot with the lead. Oh, and he crashes out! Oh no, another Final Four participant from last season is going to go out early. And that one is tough to see for Patriot. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know how that happened. That should not be able to just hop the wall and hopped out of the course, unfortunately. Brutal for him. Skyline, tough entry here. Cyclone has the lead, but Skyline has really brought this one back quite well. As they go over the jump, gets a good run at Cyclone here. This is actually going to be fairly close as they go into this back section. Skyline hounding him in the back, but Cyclone, perfect defense, hangs on across the line. Nothing Skyline could do to get around him there. There was contact made, and after that, that was pretty much all he had for this match, as he just kind of took the identical lines to Cyclone. Now Flare versus Monarch, and Monarch, who won probably the match of the season last video so far, has the lead in this one. Flare's going to have to make a run at him, and does. He's right on his back already. Contact is made. Survives it. Here comes Flare again. Second piece of contact, and he gets around him in the turn. Monarch had the late pass in round 1. Now he gets passed in round 2, and Flare survives and advances. Sweet 16 appearance once again for Flare. He just timed that up to a T. Got around Monarch and never looked back. Really strong stuff from Flare. And now, a 10 versus 15, one of the lowest seed combinations we're going to see all tournament here. It's Pineapple, the 10 seed, leading the 15 of Minty. Got a pretty sizable lead, in fact. Minty is almost out of the frame, keeping it in the realm of possibility. He would need Pineapple to crash out at this point. It's not going to happen. Dominant victory for Pineapple. And that is a wrap on the second section of the bracket here in the round of 32. Pineapple with a dominant finish. And Minty got a bit fortunate from the Ghost wrecking out. This time does not get similar fates for his opponent. Alright, third section of the bracket. Candy Pop and Demon's Eye. Ready to go, and Candy Pop and Demon's Eye both go down. I thought Candy Pop had it, but it is actually Demon's Eye who's got the lead. Holding it here. They're kind of similar looking overall, but it is Candy Pop behind him. Now he's right on his back. Couple of pieces of contact made. Demon's Eye holding it. Candy Pop trying to find the way around. Can't do it there. One more time. Gets denied on the line. Excellent defense from Demon's Eye, and he's proving why he should not be a 16 seed. That's an excellent win here. Candy Pop threw the whole box at him, and he survived every single attempt. This last one, I really thought there was going to be an option, but he positions himself perfectly and survives. Now, Tidal Wave and Forest, again, another really low combination of seeds. They both add up to 25, like that Pineapple and Minty matchup, but it's Forest who's got a pretty strong lead on him. Tidal Wave, not really in this one. He needs Forest to crash out. That does not look like it's going to happen. Maybe a late run for Tidal Wave. Nope. Forest hangs on. Sweet 16 for him. And yeah, he really had the same margin of a lead throughout the entire race and never gave it back at all. Strong run from him. Now, Tree Frog and the Wasps. The Speed Demon of Tree Frog and the Perfect Attendance Club of the Wasps. That doesn't really mean anything anymore since he's already gotten into this round of 32. But it's Tree Frog who's trailing. Now, trying to time up a lead. Wasps get some separation. Now he's got the lead as they go around the bend. Bit of trouble for him. Tree Frog gets around. Somehow he opens up a window, and he's going to win the race. Oh my goodness, I don't know how that happened. The Wasps, it looked like it was theirs to win at a really slow entry, and just the perfect time for Tree Frog to shoot it right down the middle as the Wasps came into contact with the wall. Awesome win for Tree Frog, and his strong run continues. Now it's Hurricane versus Vampire, and it's Hurricane who's got a strong lead. Vampire, oh, he had a lot of speed there. Came into the back of Hurricane pretty hard there, but Hurricane's going to survive it, and that collision really arrested all of Vampire's momentum. Hurricane is going to win the race, and that is tough for Vampire. I mean, look at the speed he gets going into this jump, and he contacts him at the worst possible time where it's really not that much of a downhill at that section, so he couldn't really build that speed back up. Alright, last section of the bracket here in the round of 32. We got the Sweet 16 also in this video coming up after this. But for now, it's Sea Turtle and Rocky Mountain. And they're off. And it looks like it's going to be Sea Turtle who's got the lead. Rocky Mountain is keeping it fairly close here. If he gets a good run at him, like you've seen a lot of these marbles in the back do, they draft quite well. But this is a dominant lead for Sea Turtle. Keeps it as clean as he needed. Rocky Mountain doesn't even finish the race. I think he fell off back on the course. And Sea Turtle, dominant victory. You wouldn't expect anything else from a Final Four participant last season. He is back in the Sweet 16. Circus and Evergreen up next. And it's going to be Evergreen getting the lead. Maybe another miracle run. Oh, Circus almost got around him on the marble tower. That normally does not happen. Now there's contact once, contact twice. Circus is really giving him a go, and he gets around him. Perfectly timed move. Third time's the charm. Circus beats Evergreen. Perfectly done. I mean, look at that. Could not time it up better. And he just got around him with a bit more speed. Took that outside line and made it work. Inferno and Lightning up next. And they both get stuck there. A little bit of a tap, and it frees them. But Inferno comes up with the lead. Lightning had a bit of trouble with his section. And Inferno's got the lead now. Oh, big run for Lightning. Contact made. Second piece of contact made. Lightning's really giving him a run for his money. A third piece, and he went too early. But he's still not giving up. Trying to bring it back. Inferno's gonna hang on. Oh my gosh. Inferno somehow defends every point of asking. And really, you're going to see here as they come down to this line, or at this jump point, Lightning hits him just like a half second too early. Right there, he needed to wait, and he couldn't. Unfortunately for Lightning, that is his turn over. Fiesta and Carmel up next. Ooh, and they've both gotten stuck in there. Interesting. Okay, so we'll run it back. Haven't seen that happen all day. First time that's happened. Fiesta's got the lead. Carmel is right behind, though, keeping it fairly close. Oh, and he crashes out. Haven't seen that happen at all on the jump. And Fiesta is going to keep it clean enough to finish the race. That's all he needed to do. Carmel eliminated, and Let's see what happened here. He's gonna go down, got some speed, and yeah, I'm not really sure. He just, yeah, I really can't explain that one. Carmel, unfortunately. Tough break for him. Onwards to the Sweet 16 with Banana Split and Slenderman. And it's Banana Split who gets the lead really strong through this marble tower section. Slenderman right with them, though. And they're going to keep it fairly close. Oh, and another one. Back-to-back times that's happened now. Haven't seen that all day, and now 2 races in a row where the back marble crashes out. And Banana Split has got another win. Kind of gifted to him. It probably could have been fairly close. It seemed like Slenderman had a pretty good run of speed coming at him. Just could not contain it against that wall. Now it's Blitz and Slimeball. And, ooh, Slimeball has a lot of trouble with that marble tower, and Blitz is able to build up a massive advantage. He's got all this real estate to himself. Slimeball not even in the screen. Oh, here he comes. A lot of speed now as he enters the picture. And Blitz around the wall, and, oh, well, unfortunately for Slimeball, he did all the work to get back in the race and then crashed out. Blitz survives. I don't think he would have lost that race, considering he seemed like he recovered some speed. But Slimeball, we'll never know for him. He crashes out there. Banana Split and Blitz will be the Elite 8 representatives for this upper left part of the bracket. Cyclone and Werewolf now, and it's Werewolf who's got the lead. Cyclone behind him. Gotta bring this run back. Both of them survive the jump. Here comes Cyclone. He's gonna make this thing a race. As they go down to the wall, both of them take a very clean line, and they took pretty much identical lines, so Cyclone can't get around. Have to switch it up when you're trailing. And yeah, he just didn't, and Werewolf's gonna survive. That's a tough break for Cyclone. Needed some innovation and couldn't find it. Next up, Flare and Pineapple, both having really strong tournaments respectively here. Pineapple, a bit of trouble on the entry, but he's right on the back of Flare here. This is probably the closest they've actually the marble tower at. Pineapple trying to make a move. Contact's made. Here comes Flare off into the distance, stretching that lead. Bit of trouble around the back. Here comes Pineapple back into this race. Gonna give him a run for his money, but he can't get it done. Flare just positions himself perfectly in defense. You wouldn't expect anything else. He's had to do that multiple times. I think he had to do that with Blue Moon in the round of 64 as well. So Flare manages to get it done. He had the pass on Monarch. And yeah, it's just been a highlight-filled tournament for Flare. One of the most exciting ones. It's Werewolf and Flare representing that lower left part of the bracket. Forest and Demon's Eye up next. And it's Demon's Eye with the lead. The 16 seed. The ultimate Cinderella story. Oh! And the ultimate Cinderella story. Clock strikes midnight. Forest is going to end up winning this race. And that's now the 3rd marble we've seen crash out on that first jump section. And unfortunately for Demon's Eye, that's where his tournament ends. Not what he would have liked. Probably would have liked, or at least preferred, if he was going to lose, to get past and finish the race, but that's how it ends. Tree Frog and Hurricane up now, and it's Tree Frog. It's a really strong move. Hurricane doing everything he can, but he's not the fastest marble in the world, and Tree Frog really is. Got a big lead. Hurricane keeping it close. Now Tree Frog into the distance. Around the bend. No trouble for him. Hurricane tries he might. Won't get back into this race. And that's going to end it. And it really started there with some trouble in the entry for Hurricane. Never brought it back after that. Tree Frog's too good to mess up like that. The 3 seeds, these marble time attack marbles seeded in the 3 positions, are really having a strong run after it was kind of a struggle fest last season. Now, Sea Turtle and Circus, and once again, a bit of trouble on the entry point for Circus. It's Sea Turtle into the distance, but Circus has kept it quite close here. And now he's going to make some contact with him. Sea Turtle, he's getting hounded here. He's got to keep it close across the line. Contact's made again! And this time, it's going to cost Circus the race. And let's see what happens here. Yeah, he just pinched him against the wall, stopped all of his momentum, and gave it all to Sea Turtle, who ends up winning it without problem. Inferno and Fiesta up next, and it's Inferno with the lead, keeping it through this first section. Fiesta's got to find a way to bring this back, but it doesn't look like he's going to. It's Inferno to the distance. Fiesta bringing it back, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it done unless he can find the way through. Contact's made. Inferno survives, and Inferno advances. These 3 seeds are having a dominant stretch in this tournament. That's 3 of the 4 making it through to the Elite 8 of this tournament. And it'll be Sea Turtle versus Inferno for the highest seeded Elite 8 matchup next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked this track as much as I did. Until next time, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's video. Until then, take care.